Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Sleepy Tea Time. I'm your host, Amber. My goal is to provide you with an endless supply of resources to help you relax and fall asleep each night. You can follow me on Twitter at Sleepy Tea Time, subscribe to my newsletter at tinyletter.com/sleepyteatime, and you can also email me at hellosleepyteatime@gmail.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sleepy Tea Time. On today's episode, I thought it would be fun if we talked about Pokémon GO. Because if you follow me on any of my social channels, or if you're a member of my Facebook group, you know that I've been playing it since it came out a few weeks ago. It's super fun, and honestly, it's helped me a lot with my own mental health. I've, gone out more with people. I've been walking more, so I've been getting more exercise. So it's just been really great, and yeah. So, on this episode, I just wanted to talk about my experience playing with it and talk about the Pokemon I've caught and where I caught them. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'm really sorry that it's taken me so long to record another episode, but I've in the past 2 months I have moved and I started a new job. So everything really all at once that's, worn me out from actually doing this. And I really miss doing this. I enjoy making these podcasts, and I really appreciate all of the nice comments people leave me. And I didn't have my Twitter account connected on my phone. So when I logged into the Sleepy Tea Time Twitter account, it was nice to see some tweets from people. And actually, a friend of mine wrote a really nice blog post about ASMR and included my podcast, which I thought was really nice. But yeah, so thanks so much for listening, and let's talk about Pokemon GO. Okay, so I downloaded the game, I think, the day after it came out in North America. And actually, I can't even say North America because it didn't come out in Canada for I think maybe a week later, maybe a week or two, I'm not sure. But it came out, and I had no idea. Like, I thought I saw something about Pokemon GO a few months ago, but I didn't know that it was going to be, a mobile game like this. So when I downloaded it, I didn't even I was playing it on my couch, and unfortunately I live in between two Pokestops, so I didn't even realize how lucky I was. But yeah, my roommate and I were just sitting on the couch, trying to catch them, like the starter Pokemon. But it was very, very glitchy. So I didn't even really play that much the first few days because it was just so glitchy. So then I actually went home to Connecticut to spend time with my family, and there is nothing in where my parents live in Connecticut, and I think that's to be expected if you don't live, in a big city. Yeah, so I guess, it's not really fair for people who don't live in a major city, but I guess, that's just the way the game is. I don't know. Yeah, so I went home, and I think I actually caught my first Meowth at my parents' house. So that was cool because not a lot of people had caught him. And I quickly, leveled up. And yeah, so I've been playing for, I forget even when I started now, but it's been a few weeks. And I'm already level 21, which I guess is good compared to what I'm hearing from other people. And I'm 21. I'm on Mystic, obviously. An observation from playing for 2 weeks and like going out and playing where there's people playing is Mystic is, I find, are the most like friendly and like want to talk to you and help you play. And Valor are just really obnoxious. And I know I'm gonna get hate from this, but like we'll be walking around the park and people will just be like screaming Valor over and over, and it's so obnoxious. But I mean, I get it. You're like, you're there for your team, but that's just an observation. And then Instinct, like I know a few people who are on Instinct, and it's cute, but yeah, they're not as common, I think, as like Mystic or Valor. So anyways, yes, I am on Mystic, and my Pokemon I've caught so far, I've caught 88 and I've seen 90. And I think like there's only, in my Pokedex, there's 147. So I've got quite a few to go, but I am making really good progress. And that's definitely because I'm in the city, and I've actually kind of like hacked the system a little bit, cheated maybe, but I've been taking more buses lately instead of the subway, and I've noticed that, well, actually I haven't noticed, I know that when you're riding on the buses, it actually counts as like kilometers. So instead of walking, I'm getting the kilometers on the bus. I found this out because the other day my roommate and I went to IKEA, and on the ride to IKEA, because you can't really take a subway there from where we live, so on the ride to IKEA I noticed that all of my eggs were hatching. And we hadn't been walking that much, so yeah, the gauge was actually going up on the bus because it was moving slow enough and there were enough stops. So yeah, it was super fun. But yeah, okay, so I've caught 88 and I've seen 90. Right now my strongest Pokemon is a Snorlax, and right now he's 18886. I actually just power leveled him up. I'm playing right now. I didn't catch him. I hatched a 10K egg earlier and he was in it, and I was like in shock. My roommate was in shock too. It was pretty funny. So yeah, he's my strongest. I named him SCOTUS because for some reason Snorlax reminds me of SCOTUS, my cat. If you don't know, he's just like lumpy and lazy and cute. So and then I have a Golduck, which is my second strongest, and the Golduck is maxed out right now at 1383, and I think this is like on the smaller side of Golduck CPs. I named my Golduck Betty, of course. Not all of my Pokemon have names, just the ones that I've been, using the most to battle. And then my third is a Rainer. It's not a Rainer, it's actually Vaporeon. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So this one is only 1250 right now, and it's an extra small, so I'm not sure if I should spend more Eevee candy on it, but It's nice to have. It attacks really quickly, which is nice. But my only problem with it right now is I don't have enough EV candy to even evolve it. So he's just kind of sitting there. Today, I also got a Scyther, which is this like green bug type, also flying, and really cool looking actually. And this is already at 11:45, and I won't be able to power level it for a while actually, because I don't have enough candies. I actually don't know if I want to, because it doesn't seem to be that strong, but flying Pokemon I've noticed are good to have, because like for example, I'm trying to think of whatever the Zubat evolves into, I think it's like Golbat. Yeah, Golbat. The Golbats, even though they're not that strong, because they're flying, they just are like really hard to kill in the gym. So it's good to have a flying Pokemon type, is what I've noticed from my experience. So yeah, I have, those are my like 4 main ones. I have a Pinsir that's 1064 CP, but I won't be spending any of my candies or Stardust on it. I just don't really like it. I also have an Electrode, and yeah, he's an XL, but he's only 913, so I don't know if that's like worth using anything. I have so today we went to Central Park, which is the spot to catch like rare Pokemon, and just like there's a lot of Pokestops there, and because there's so many people, it seems that like more Pokemon spawn there. So if you live in New York, definitely go to Central Park on I think it's like 59th Street is where the like all the Pokestops are. But yeah, so today we caught in the 2 hours that we were there, we got an Onyx. I have a really funny story to tell about the Onyx. But yeah, we got an Onyx. We also got a I'm trying to find it. Oh, a Ninetales, which is let's see, mine's only at 621 CP right now, and I'm not sure if I want to evolve it, but Ninetales are so beautiful. So we got that. There's one more we got that I'm drawing a blank on. I think that was it for the that was it for the big ones. So we got, and a Persian. The Persian wasn't actually in Central Park, it was right outside of it, and that one was so hard to catch. I don't know if any of you have caught a Persian yet, but honestly, I didn't even waste, because I actually caught it, but I used up all of my Ultra Balls. I had like 15 of them. I used like 10 Great Balls, and I was like, is this really worth it? But I finally got it. I also have a story about the Persian too, but okay, so the first story is the Onyx. So there's this spot in Central Park where I don't even know how many people were there, maybe like 100, maybe more, but just so many people sitting around this statue. And there's like like 5 or 6 Pokestops, and they're all lit up. So you can imagine there's just so much spawning and so many people, and like all of the vendors are right, next to where all the people are. So they're like making so much money, and they're so smart. So we sat down there. We found like a nice, my roommate and I, we found a nice spot on the stairs. And, we're playing for a little bit, and it's really good. We're catching a lot of Pokemon and getting a lot of Stardust. And then all of a sudden, someone starts screaming. I'm forgetting what. Someone started screaming, Dragonite, there's a Dragonite. And everyone who was there got up and started looking for it. And there was like, I've never seen anything like this before. Just like 50 people moving, in this one line to find the Dragonite. And after a while, we realized that whoever said that was trolling, basically, because maybe they thought it was a Dragonite, but it was just an Onyx. And when people found out that it was actually an Onyx, oh my gosh, the reaction on people's faces, just like, they were so pissed. They were like, I can't believe I got up for an Onyx. And I'm like, you walked like 5 feet. You walked like 5 feet, and I don't have an Onyx yet, so I was pretty, stoked to get it. But it was just so funny seeing the look of disappointment on everyone's faces. And like, I was disappointed too, because I was like, oh my gosh, everyone is trying to get a Dragonite. So that's my Onyx story. The Onyx actually took a while to get as well. But that was just because I didn't have any Great Balls or Ultra Balls left over, because I used them all on the stupid Persian. Okay, so speaking of the Persian, so the Persian, we're walking, and this guy who's like walking like next to us, just like out of nowhere, like he's not with anyone, so out of nowhere he just blurts out, I guess you could say I'm the Prince of Persia. And my roommate and I just turn and look at each other and start cracking up, because like, he's not talking to anyone but himself. And then I look on my phone and I see the Persian, and I was like, oh my God, and so I'm trying to catch it. And then he turns around and he's like, did you catch the Persian? And we're like, no, we're trying to right now. So he like offers to help my roommate capture it. And, she's like not about to give this stranger her phone. I don't even think she like wanted his help, but I think he was very persistent. So she took his phone and he took hers, and he caught it for her. And I caught mine on my own. But it was so funny that this guy, the self-proclaimed Prince of Persia, helped us catch a Persian. Too funny. Let's see. And then the Ninetales, we actually, after we went and looked for the Onyx, it just showed up on the way, and we were not expecting that. So it was really awesome. So I guess I could, tell you, I'm just gonna list all of the Pokemon I have right now. I have 76 in my inventory right now, but some of them are duplicates, and so I'm not gonna read those. But yeah, just for this next part, try to focus on, not necessarily like what I'm saying, but like just the words themselves. And yeah, here we go. Snorlax, Golduck, Scyther, Pinsir, Electrode, Dodrio, Starmie, Gloom, Ponyta, Persian, Pharaoh, Vermouth, Ninetales, Bulbasaur, Coughing, Matchup, Growlithe, Pinsir, Staryu, Butterfree, Jigglypuff, Mankey, Cubone, Clefable, Nidorina, Squirtle, Meowth, Vulpix, Abra, Krabby, Onyx, Wartortle, Rhyhorn, Nidoran, Arbok, Pikachu, Caterpie, Grimer, Dratini, Pidgey, Diglett, Weedle, Voltorb, Horsey, Seadra, Slowpoke, Metapod, Magikarp, Ivysaur, Caterpie. So those are all the ones that I have in my Pokemon inventory currently. What else? Yeah, so I've had a lot of interesting encounters in the few weeks that I've been playing. It's really, I don't know how to describe it. It's really charming, like how people, stop on the street to talk to you if they see you playing, and it's not like annoying or invasive. It's just, genuine. You're playing this game, I'm playing, like, what team are you on? What level are you? It's really nice. And like the first time we went out, we went to the West Side Highway, and we went to where like the piers were, and there's just this group of people, and they were playing, and we talked to them and traded tips with them, and yeah, it was really nice. And I even made a Facebook group so people in New York who also play can get tips from each other, and if they want to like meet up, they can do that too. So it's just a nice, it's different. It's a different sense of community, and the fact that you can play this game in real life is like something I've been waiting for a while. I think the reason why I love online games so much is the fact that you can play with people, so you're not just by yourself. And that's why I never really got into just straight or just plain RPGs, even though like Final Fantasy was super fun. But I love games that you can play with other people, because it just it gives it more of like a purpose for me, that you can do it and meet people along the way who have similar interests. Super fun. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. It was really fun for me to talk about playing Pokemon, and I am working on something really cool right now. I can't give too much information about what it is, but it's ASMR related, and if you've been just listening to this on SoundCloud, there is a visual there's a visual video that goes along with it, and you can find it on YouTube. I'm not sure like what my YouTube name is, so I'll just put the link on my Twitter if you want to check it out. It's just, visual accompanying the audio, so I wanted to experiment to see how that works. But anyways, thank you so much for listening, and if you have any requests for a future episode, let me know. Topics, anything you want me to read, I'd be more than happy to accommodate any requests. So thank you so much, and sweet dreams.